good, everyone? RagingYoshi here with another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. And here we have completed Travis Town. And now we are getting ready to go into Castle Oblivion. Let's go.
Well, Sora, did you enjoy meeting your memories?
Yeah, it was good to see everyone. But what do you really want from me?
What do you have to give?
Hello.
What do you want?
No hogging the hero.
Then perhaps you'd like to test him.
Perhaps I would. My show now, Keyblade Master. Who am I? Oh, my name's Axel. Got it memorized?
Sure.
Good. You're a quick learner. So, Sora, now that we're getting to know each other better, don't you go off and die on me now.
Not gonna lie, probably one of the coolest character introductions ever done in a Kingdom Hearts game. But yes, we are thrown from boss fight straight into another boss fight. We are fighting organization member Axel. And to anyone who goes, oh, that's a spoiler because they don't really tell you about the organization until the next Kingdom Hearts game. If you ever get a chance to read Jiminy's journal for the game, it straight up tells you that he's a member of the organization and just doesn't really stress what the organization is. But so, the organization members, they all wear these black cloaks. When you fight them, they use slates against you. As you see in the top right, he's stocking cards. Because of this, you need to keep an eye on that and have your zeros on hand to break them. So I have a couple zeros in my deck specifically for this reason, and ow, that hurt a lot. So I will say that of the organization member fights, this is probably one of the ones I had the most trouble with. And some of you might be going, oh, but this is an easy one because it's so early in the game, and to that I will agree with you, 110%. However, at a later points in the game, once you get some abilities on your belt, you can cheese the organization fights very teleported out of download. You can really cheese these fights really easily. It's not difficult in the slightest. But as you see, when he uses slates, he gets these immensely powerful moves that he throws at you. Essentially, if you break everything they throw at you, you can make it so that they actually cannot fight you and cannot hit you. It's an interesting thing to be able to do, because it's not that difficult. All it takes is just a slate here, slate there, and boom, you win. That's why it's always a good idea to keep zeros in your deck, as well as to know what slates you have that are super useful. At this point, I don't have any slates that I would call useful at all for this fight. Later on I will be leveling up my slates until I get a specific one, and once I get that one, I'm going to very happily spam it on every single organization fight because it makes it stupidly easy. However, if you can get yourself a bunch of magic cards and get Blizzard, spamming the Blizzaga slate, which is just 3 Blizzard cards, is extremely effective for this fight and makes this fight kind of a cakewalk. But I am having a bit of trouble because I do have to track Axel down. Axel does teleport a lot. His flame wall does a decent bit of damage. And unfortunately, I don't have enough cards where I just have a massive surplus to be able to fight with. That being said, it's not too hard of a battle. Easy fight. Maybe calling it easy is a little bit wrong. Not too difficult of a fight. I say it's the one I had the hardest time with because I cheesed the others. but it's not a hard fight overall. And we get a nice level up, as well as we get our hands on a fire card. Yeah, this is where you're intended to first get exposed to the fire cards, although you can get them sooner by luck. And what did I level up? I level up CP. No? I get a slate this time. We pick up our first slate, Sliding Dash. The screen tells us what it... See, now I have to sit and I have to look up what it does to do Sliding Dash. But cutscene.
Another one? What's it do?
Kinda looks like the card you used when you made Traverse Town.
Then I guess we're gonna need it to keep going.
That's right. Did you really think after that introduction I would give up oh so easily?
You were testing us.
And you passed. Congratulations, Sora. You're ready now. Ready to take on Castle Oblivion. You will need to follow your memories. Trust what you remember and seek what you forget. Then you will find someone very special.
You mean King Mickey and Riku?
You will just have to give some more thought to who it is that's most important to you. Our most precious memories lie so deep within our hearts that they're out of reach. But I'm sure that you can find yours, Sora.
Why me?
You have lost sight of the light within the darkness, and it seems that you've forgotten that you forgot.
The light within darkness?
Would you like me to give you a hint?
Sora, do you need it?
I'm gonna figure it out for myself. If you're in my way...
Don't worry, Sora. We'll protect you.
Good answer. Just what I'd expect from the Keyblade Master. But be forewarned. When your sleeping memories awaken, you may no longer be who you are now.
And we get 5 world cards. Now, since recording these first 2 sessions, I actually have learned a decent bit about stuff you can do. So, knowing what I know now, I would not have chosen the world... Oh, we can also talk to Don and Goofy here. You can do this between every floor, so it's good to see what the two of them are saying and thinking. But as I was saying, knowing what I know now, I would not have used the card that I use for this next floor. I would have saved that for later. What that just tells you is we're going from one floor...
What's wrong, Jiminy?
Well, you see, what Axel said back there worries me. What could he have meant by, you may no longer be who you are?
I may no longer be me. How can I be anyone else?
Of course. Still, you can't be too careful.
Yep. Feels like just about anything could happen here in Castle Castle Oblivion. Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
We'll be okay. Whatever it is they're cooking up, we'll be able to handle it together.
Course we will. Like at that creepy castle we explored together. The one with all those weird contraptions.
When was that?
I can't remember. What was it called?
Gorge. Oh, it was, Holly? Holler? Sorry, I can't remember.
What? Stop goofing around.
Goofy, sure you didn't make it up?
I don't think so.
Okay, so now that that's over, that's our last voice cutscene until we get to the next floor. I actually cannot remember what my train of thought was, but I think it was something along the lines of, if you go from one floor to another, you actually clear the previous floor of everything you've done on it. So, yes, you've completed that floor, but any rooms that you have built on it will be gone permanently. They're not coming back anytime soon. So, that being said, as I lose my train of thought for like the umpteenth time, we're going to make this next world. I believe that the world I'm making is Wonderland. I now know something that I didn't know now, which I'll be taking advantage of in the next time I record this game. I know something now that I didn't know then. There we go. That's the correct way that sentence should have been worded. And so, for this point, we're going to be doing Wonderland. And coming up is going to be a section where I fast forward stuff. So, what I'm going to try doing for this series of videos, and we're going to see how they come out, I'm going to be fast forwarding the areas between me going into the special doors. Why am I fast forwarding them? Because it's me running around fighting enemies. Just constantly fighting enemies and blah blah blah. The hare is late. He's late for a very important date. He's over here, he should be there. He's late. Okay, I don't want to say I'm not a fan of Alice in Wonderland because that's not a correct statement. I'm not the biggest fan of Alice in Wonderland. I like it, but to me it feels like one of the more niche Disney movies. I have to be in a mood to enjoy that cartoon. I think that's the best way to put it. I just really need to be in the mood to sit and enjoy it. But that being said, we have a story here of there's a trial going on, and obviously Sora, Donald, and Goofy are going to follow and figure out what's going on. So, since I found it online, sliding dash requires you to have three keyblade cards of the same type, meaning the same keyblade, and the total must be between 10 and 15. Sliding dash is pretty solid ability, pretty useful and helpful. But now we're entering Wonderland, and we're about to fast forward, and so there's something very important I want to talk to you all about, and that is, wait for it. I'm waiting. Where is it? Come on, where's it at? The thing. Show me deck editing. There we go. So what you actually have the ability to do is edit your deck that you're using. That's why I've been leveling up my CP. Your CP are card points. The higher your CP, the more cards you can put into your deck. Your CP, different cards cost different amounts of CP to put into your deck, based off what the card is, the number card it is, special properties that specific version of that card might have, such as being a premium card, which I mentioned in a previous video. Those actually have lower CP costs. That being said, you can increase your CP at level ups, and you can just arrange your deck, put cards in whatever order you want to use them in, and generally, this is just a way for you to organize your deck. You can put the enemy cards in here. They will not affect the lineup of your regular cards. Just having the enemy card in your deck will be enough for it to show up in the enemy card deck when you hit select. So, place that there. As you see, I have a couple of potions in there. As well, you can make multiple different decks. So, what happens is, using a card in one deck, it can still be used in another deck. So you can have different decks for different strategies and playstyles. I know that in the speedruns, they actually set up two different decks. One is like a fire setup, another one is an ice setup. But that being said, it's really, really useful organizing your deck for how you want to play. Which later I'll have a deck organized for exactly how I plan on tackling a lot of boss fights. But for the time being, I don't have the abilities to do it. It's going to take me a couple worlds to get the abilities to do what I want to do. And once I get the abilities that I want to, oh boy, that's going to be fun. And yes, this is the same footage you saw before of me organizing the deck. I cut it and put it over top of this because, you know, it just made it a little bit easier for me to talk about it right there. And then I had it at normal speed and not sped up. But here we go with the song track that I love so much. And long story short, so I can get back to just talking about other things. The trial is going on. Alice is on trial. Off with her head. Blah blah blah, etc. etc. For stealing the Queen's memories. And what ends up happening is Sora goes and says she didn't do it. She's innocent. Queen's like, oh, then who did it? And Sora, being the intelligent individual he is, screams, I did it. But Sora. But that being said, you saw me. I leveled up. I got another slate that was Stun Impact. Stun Impact. It takes 3 attack cards of the same type, whose values are between 20 and 23. So the way that leveling up slates is, you need to be past a certain level to be able to level up a slate. When you have a slate available, you'll be able to select the slate marker. I guess that's the best way to put that. So at level 2, you can level up a slate to get Sliding Dash. But if you do that, you will not be able to get another slate till level 7. So what if you're not leveling up your slates? You will get them in sequential order of when you're able to get them. So if I don't get a slate until like level 50, my first slate will be Sliding Dash, my second one will be Stun Impact, and so on and so forth. So the slate that I want that will break the game, in my opinion, break the game, I do not get to level 27. At level 27, I'll get the slate that I want to have, and I will be organizing my deck in order to abuse the living crap out of it. Get it? Because, you know, oh, it's going to make a lot of the fights really stupidly easy. Not every fight, but a lot of them are going to be super duper 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 easy. There's a lot of interesting slates that you get. Some are really, really useful. Some are really, really not useful, I guess. But so, while I was talking, we transitioned into a battle. In this battle, we are fighting for our lives versus the Queen of Hearts card soldiers. As we load into the battle, we only have a few card soldiers to deal with. Card soldiers really aren't that scary. Just jump, combos. We don't have any slates to take advantage of so far. If I had a couple, then this would probably be a lot easier. Basically just a game giving you free experience. I have 2 potions in my deck because they allow me to just quickly reload. It's very, very useful in my opinion. Overall, these card soldiers, they're kind of like pretty basic enemies. Also, as a point, next episode I'm actually going to talk about the new enemies of this world. I'm going to try to do that every so often. Just talk about the new enemies, make sure you guys know what you'll be encountering in this area. And just look at Goofy Tornado. It's so good. It does so much damage and hits so fast. That's what Stun Impact looks like. It kind of just stuns enemies. It can be useful, but later on it doesn't work as well, so I kind of don't lean towards using it. And also there's another slate that I get that I think is far superior to Stun Impact, and I use that one far more. Oh, that just reminded me of a thing. When in battles, you can actually run at the edge of the room, and you can do that to... Jeez. Donald, heal me, please. Thank you, Donald. When in normal battles, where you see openings in the walls like that, you can simply run at them. And what I'll actually allow you to do is escape the battle. Ow. Please. Okay, we're reloading. The dodge roll. Dodge roll OP, please. Okay, we trying to use some slates. Okay, sliding dash, really good. Sends you across the room really quickly. Super duper useful. Oh, he died. Maybe I should have cut that out. Oh, who cares? Yeah, no, I wasn't very good with my cards, and I think I accidentally wasted a lot of my healing card, unfortunately. But you know what this game has? It has cutscene skip, so we don't really have to worry about sitting through that BS again with the cutscene. But yeah, no, I messed up. I made mistakes. But this game, you get a lot of slates, and Once you get the slate that I want to get, I don't think the slates are worth leveling up anymore. You only get 2 slates after that. I think those 2 slates you get after are terrible and not worth leveling up. And then the rest of the slates you find, but the slates they start you with are actually good enough because you have access to all the magic slates from the beginning of the game. Just you need to get the cards to use them. Well, excuse me, not all of them, but most of the magic slates. So, once you get Blizzard and Fire and Thunder and Cure and all of them, you have access to some pretty powerful stuff. Blizzard kinda decimates most of the enemies. That being said, I want to take a moment to talk about the enemy cards. The enemy cards, I don't think I have one in my deck right now because I don't really care for the guard armor one. I don't think it's that good. The different enemy cards, they have different effects that augment you in combat. You'll actually see the organization members will actually use enemy cards against you. They'll do things like making your reloads happen faster, or make it so you can't lose cards permanently. Here we go, Goffy. Goffy going to town. Heal, please. Okay. And here we go. Goffy's gonna go to town again. He's probably gonna end the fight here, isn't he? Nope, nope. No, he didn't, but pretty good. You see why I like Goffy so much? He does damage. And this should be the last card soldier. So at that, I will say I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me a comment and a like. See ya!